Welcome back to my channel Knowledge Chronicle.
Today, we're diving deep into one of the most magical and complex processes of human biology, fertilization and implantation. During copulation, that is, when a male and female engage in sexual intercourse, something extraordinary happens. The penis releases semen into the vagina. This release is called insemination. Now, semen contains millions of sperms, tiny motile cells designed for one mission: to reach the egg. But their journey isn't easy. They swim rapidly, navigating through the cervix into the uterus and finally to the ampullary region of the fallopian tube, the very site where fertilization takes place. But here's the catch. Fertilization can only happen if the egg is present in that region at the same time as the sperm. That's why not every act of copulation leads to pregnancy. Timing is everything. Now let's talk about fertilization, the actual moment life begins. When the sperm meets the ovum egg, it first encounters a protective layer around the egg called the zona pellucida. The sperm binds to this layer and releases special enzymes from a cap-like structure called the acrosome. These enzymes help the sperm break through and reach the egg's inner membrane. Once a sperm successfully enters, the egg's membrane changes instantly, blocking entry to all other sperms. Yes, only one sperm is allowed in. This ensures monospermy, one sperm per egg. Now comes a crucial part. The egg, which was paused at a certain stage of division, completes meiosis once the sperm enters. This final division creates a haploid ovum, meaning it has just 23 chromosomes. At the same time, the sperm also contributes 23 chromosomes. And when their nuclei fuse, boom! A diploid zygote is formed with 46 chromosomes. That's the beginning of a new human life. Yee. Here's an interesting fact. The sex of the baby is already decided at fertilization. Now that we have a zygote, the journey isn't over. As it travels through the isthmus of the oviduct, a part of the fallopian tube, it begins to divide, not grow, just divide, through a process called cleavage. First, it becomes 2 cells, then 4, then 8, and so on. When it reaches 8 to 16 cells, we call it a morula. The morula keeps dividing and transforms into a blastocyst, a hollow ball-like structure. This blastocyst has 2 key parts. 1, an outer layer called the trophoblast. This helps the embryo attach to the uterus. 2, an inner cell mass. This is what will eventually form the baby. Finally, the moment of attachment, implantation. The trophoblast attaches itself to the endometrium, the inner lining of the uterus. Once attached, the uterine cells start dividing rapidly and cover the blastocyst completely, embedding it deep inside the wall of the uterus. This process is called implantation, and it marks the beginning of pregnancy. The inner cell mass then begins its transformation into a full human, an embryo, then a fetus, and eventually a baby. Isn't it incredible how many intricate, perfectly timed steps have to take place just for a new life to begin? From millions of sperm racing to one egg, to the fusion of chromosomes, the formation of a zygote, and the journey to implantation, this process is one of nature's most awe-inspiring miracles. If you found this explanation helpful and fascinating, then please, your one like, share, and subscribe will help us create more valuable content. Thanks for watching Knowledge Chronicle. See you in the next episode with more amazing science facts and explanations.